effectively we're first generation farmers. Family's always been farming, but my grandfathers on both sides were farming, but my dad was the younger brother, so the tenancies went to the older brother, and Dad went into construction, a digger company. Rachel and I met at SAC Craveston, Aberdeen. Well, it was actually 2010. We saw the advert for Ballater, the farm tenancy, come up, which was 2,650 acres. We'd no money, we'd no assets. I had a couple of sheep that I'd been running at since I was a young lad, and I had fag packet figures for them of what I was spending on them and what we were doing. So yeah, we put a bid in for the estate up at Ballater, and met with a landlady, and obviously we didn't have any cash or capital, so we managed to do what they call an enterprise finance guarantee scheme. So we did the business plans and we put them forward to the bank. The bank liked the business plan, so they put us forward, and the government acted as our security. So the government came in at 75% security, and the bank took the other 25% risk on themselves, and that's how we started farming. So we've come from that, where we had a couple of hundred sheep when we started. We had 15 cows, and today we're lambing 550. Sheep come and go depending on what grass we can find. So, sometimes we buy store lambs, sometimes we sell store lambs. At the moment we've about 150 cows, and we started just really seeing what's working for us, and focusing in on that. And we always got on well with the Hereford, but with our type of country we're working, we thought we want to try and get something a bit hardier. We saw a lot of the American genetics online, like Van Newkirk and Cooper and Holden Herefords, and we really wanted to get down that route. So with that in mind, we found the Douglases down at Stranraer, John Douglas and his family. We purchased how many? 13
females. We sold our first bull as a 2-year-old, 2021. He went up to Jamie Leslie in Shetland to go over Angus cows. So yeah, Jamie was just really looking for a smaller framed bull, hardy, that he could cross over the Anguses, get a bit more hybrid vigour. So, and he's done really well for Jamie, so that's amazing. We've just sold 2 this year as well. Again, just farmers that are wanting really low, like that they want to know that these bulls haven't been pushed, so they come and they see that they really they're in their working clothes. They never get supplemented other than like a feed block or a bit of silage or something, but it's mostly off of grass, and mums are off of grass. We've just kind of done a very crude, looked at mum's weight at weaning and calfie, obviously, and there is still a massive variation because we have a lot of cows. But I mean, we had some little hairy kind of Hereford-cross cows that it was up near. I mean, again, I don't want to quote it was ridiculous, 50-something% or high 40%, because it's 500 kilo cows. That black baldy cow, and I think she's high 400s or something. But she's always calving herself. She calved herself as a heifer, always weaning a 200-something kilo calf. So, and some of them are up nearer towards the 300.
We are weaning. That's quite young weaning weights. We're not weaning.
Yeah, we're not keeping them on 8-10 months. They're 6 to 8 months probably. Yeah, the aim of this is very low cost keep for our cows. They've got to come and hunt through all of this forage. It's very poor but a bulky forage for them, so they need gut capacity. We want them to have good body condition score. We do have some dairy cows here actually, or dairy cross cows. Some of them can do it. Obviously they don't have the body condition score or the fat level or muscling of a Hereford. But yeah, we do have a lot of different cows because, I don't know, we were young and just had to kind of buying what we could, and we we just kept cows that could cope with the conditions, could cope with just eating forage and nothing else, and calved away themselves. And so we do still have quite a lot of variation and a lot of breeds going on, but what we've got can do it. They can calve outside, can't they? And they eat away.